This is the blueprint to making over $10,000 a month on Amazon FBA as a complete beginner in 2024. I'm going to show you the 6 steps I used to do over $10,000 in sales my first 30 days as a complete beginner Amazon seller a couple years back. By the end of this video, you'll have a crystal clear blueprint on how to sell on Amazon FBA in 2024. Let's get right into it. So to start off, guys, step 1 is actually going to be what not to do. Do not start out with Amazon wholesale or Amazon private label. Those are way too expensive and complicated for beginners. Amazon wholesale being buying directly from manufacturers or distributors. That's typically going to mean super expensive initial orders and really long lead times for the products to actually get to you. Or Amazon private label, which is buying unbranded products from China and Alibaba and creating a brand on Amazon, which takes a ton of extra work. You just got to wait for the products to get here from China and do copywriting and create a listing and create demand for your product and spend a bunch of money on ads. Instead, what I like to talk about on my channel is Amazon online arbitrage. Buying discounted name brand products from Kohl's, Walmart, and Target. Big brands customers already know, like, and trust, like Puma, New Balance, Under Armour, etc. that customers already know, like, and trust. They're already searching on Amazon every day that have built-in demand. All we have to do is find profitable products that have proven sales history on Amazon that we can see that other sellers are already successfully selling, and then we just jump on the listing and get our piece of the pie using online arbitrage. So you want to make sure, do not start out with wholesale or private label unless you got 10 to 20 grand and a couple years of good online business experience. Get started a lot more simple, quick, and easy using Amazon online arbitrage. Let's jump inside my screen and take a look at step number 2. Step number 2 is going to be actually starting your Amazon Seller Central account. That's nice and easy. All you have to do that is go to sell.amazon.com and create a professional seller account. There's also an individual selling option, which is free plus $1 per sale. I personally am a way bigger fan of the professional option, which is $40 a month and $0 per sale, which is a lot easier. A lot of beginners think you need an LLC to get started. You actually don't. I have no idea your personal situation, whether that's right for you, but Amazon doesn't necessarily require an LLC to sell on the platform. So don't sleep on this part, guys. It's nice and easy. It's going to take a couple days to verify your Amazon seller account, so make sure you get that going as quickly as possible. Step number 3 is going to be getting ungated. So what actually is gating and ungating? When you're a beginner seller, Amazon's going to restrict you from selling a lot of big name brands and categories because they don't want people selling fakes on their platform. The nice thing is, getting ungated these days is really easy, especially using websites like soccer.com or using Target. All you need to do to sell Under Armour, for example, is go on Target or go on soccer.com or go on Foot Locker and find a cheap Under Armour product that's also listed on Amazon, and then buy 10 of it, and then you'll get an email confirmation instantly. You want to download that as a PDF and name it like the ASIN _invoice _date, ASIN being the Amazon standard identification number you get from the URL on Amazon. You'll probably get declined for the submissions a couple times. You just keep sending in the same thing basically. As the item comes in the mail, you can add in like the shipping email, the delivery email, a picture of the product, everything like that, and that's actually going to unlock the entire Under Armour category. So for example, if you want to do toys, you just go on Kohl's or Target and find something listed in the toy category and then buy 10 of that that's cheap or that's profitable, and then get that submitted off to Amazon. A lot of people think that ungating isn't a thing for complete beginners in 2024. I helped someone get ungated literally today in a very big name brand. It's nice and easy, guys. Don't sleep on it. And taking a look here, we can also see I have a big list of auto ungate products for you. So these are small brands that if you just type in and hit request approval, you can actually get approval even if you're a completely new seller. So I put together this big list for you guys. I'll leave a link down below in the description if you want to take a look at it here. Just a bunch of brands and corresponding ASINs, a lot of which will be auto ungated. If you want some quick wins just to get the ball rolling, highly recommend taking a look at Athletic Works, Stafford, ColourPop, Bombas. There's no penalty for something being auto ungated or not being auto ungated. There's no penalty for getting declined for an ungate as well. You just keep submitting it, guys. So don't let ungating be a roadblock in 2024. It's nice and easy. And make sure you guys download this list and start doing some auto ungates from day one. It's completely free at the link in the description. Take a look at it. Now let's jump into step 4. All right, guys, step number 4 is going to be product analysis here. And that's actually taking a look at what a winning product looks like. Now, this is probably the most important part of the guide here, guys, so make sure you take a look at this as well as product research here coming up. So right off the bat, taking a look at this Under Armour t-shirt. So this is the exact type of stuff we'll sell predominantly with Amazon online arbitrage here. We can see this is what's called the buy box price right here. So we can see the buy box price on this item is 25 bucks. The nice thing is Amazon rotates the buy box share and who's getting the buy box essentially to everyone that's priced competitively with their inventory checked in at Amazon FBA. And I'm going to show you how to create an Amazon FBA shipment in a sec here as well. So we can see the buy box currently on this item is 25 bucks right here. It also has about 107 reviews, so we know this listing has sold. If it had no reviews, we don't have a ton of good context that it sells. I'm going to show you some more advanced stuff in regards to product analysis as well here. So taking a look at this listing, we can see it's 25 bucks on Amazon about. And then on this website here, which is actually my childhood sporting goods store in Pennsylvania, we can see it's going for $10 on this big website, right? So buying for 10, selling for 25 on Amazon seems like it was profitable. However, there's obviously Amazon fees and shipping. So how do we actually know how profitable it is? Now, a lot of beginners think you need a bunch of complicated and expensive software to sell on Amazon. What you actually need is just two very cheap ones, and that's gonna be, number one is SellerAmp right here, which is our product research tool. And then the second one is gonna be Keepa right here. So starting off, taking a look at SellerAmp right here, SellerAmp is basically gonna calculate the exact shipping, fees, and profit we're gonna make on a specific product right here, and sales tax, literally everything. So people, when I plug in on the profit calculator, love to say, oh, what about shipping? It's already factored in. What about sales tax? Already factored in. So SellerAmp's gonna do the heavy lifting for you guys on that. So taking a look, we can see these guys are going for $9.97 on SV Sports, and I believe there's even an extra coupon code for $10 off 100. Coupon codes and stuff like that are super helpful. We'll plug in $9.97 right here, and we can see that leaves about $6 profit and about a 60% ROI here. So that's return on investment and a 24% profit margin, right? As well as we can see this listing is a 33K best sellers rank, aka BSR, aka sales rank, which is how fast a listing sells. The lower the sales rank, the better. So a 10K rank sells better than a 50K rank, which sells better than a 100K rank, etc. right here. So we can see this is a 33K rank, so we know it sells and it has a bunch of reviews, and we can see it leaves about $6 profit per sale and a 60% return on investment. And this easily beats the max cost of 12 bucks, which is the most we can pay for an item for it to be profitable here based on the 30% ROI minimum. So basic product research criteria if you're a complete beginner is gonna be $3 plus profit per unit, 35% ROI, maybe a little bit higher for shoes, under 150,000 sales rank, and then making sure that this listing's actually been profitable over time, making sure that the price is nice and stable or going up, and the competition's nice and stable or going down. And the way we're gonna do that is by taking a look at Keepa right here. So SellerAmp's gonna tell us if a product's profitable today. Keepa's gonna tell us if a product's been profitable over time. So the cool thing about Keepa is it literally shows us all this data ever since this listing was added on Amazon. However, as a complete beginner, you should be primarily focused on the 3-month data. So we can nicely filter over here. When you first get Keepa, it's gonna show you 3 different charts. I'd recommend going up here and hitting this sub ranks button so that there's only 2 charts, right? The top chart is gonna be the BSR and the price action, and the bottom chart is gonna be the competition. So if we take a look at this listing here, we can see the green line is the sales rank. It's a 50K sales rank currently here, then it went down to 33. Sales rank changes literally intraday. But the summary is that it's been a good sales rank for a while, right? We can see it was even like a 15K rank during July, which makes sense that the sales rank would be a little bit better when it's a little bit warmer outside, right? And then the bottom chart is gonna show the competition. So a really important thing to note, guys, is we need to make sure that people are selling out on this listing, that there's actual, up and down movement here. If it's super, super blocky, this, for example, is not blocky, then it's probably not selling. And if the price is going down, it's probably not selling. However, we can see over here, it looks like around August 1st, there were 12 sellers. There's currently only 6 sellers, so we know a bunch of them have sold out. And the price was like 17 bucks, and we can see now it's right up in the 22 to 25 range right here, and we can see FBA specifically, which is what we'll be doing, not merchant filled. FBA shipping the products off in bulk to Amazon tends to be a little bit more profitable, and you can sell at higher prices because Amazon makes more in fees when you do FBA compared to FBM, which is merch filled, so you can sell products at higher price. So we can see there's a seller here buy boxing at 22 FBM, but then someone at 25 FBA specifically. So that's where we would price it at right here. So we can see $6 profit, 60% ROI, decreasing competition, increasing price. This is absolutely the type of stuff we want to take a look at here. And now, moving on to step 5, finding more profitable products. How do we actually do that? A lot of beginners think the best way is just going to random websites and looking through their clearance section. That actually couldn't be further from the truth. Instead, what we want to do is scroll down here and take a look at all the other sellers here and open up sellers we can see are making money, aka that have good review counts here. And then we just want to go ahead and open up these different sellers here, 29 reviews, 2,000 reviews, for example here, right? 7,000 reviews. We know these sellers are making a good amount of profit if they're taking all the time to sell those items, right? So we can see this seller's got a bunch of Under Armour stuff, a bunch of Wilson stuff, a bunch of Easton stuff, for example, right here, right? And then we can go in and figure out what has a good sales rank right here and deduce down from here, right? So for example, taking a look at this seller, seller's got a bunch of Under Armour stuff, for example, right? Got some Wilson stuff, etc. here. Right, and the cool thing is you can see reseller-friendly brand, just taking a look here, right? So hitting, Under Armour, for example, right? We can take a look at a bunch of Under Armour items here. And that's the cool thing is we can see very quickly tons of examples of reseller-friendly products here. Personally, I've had the best success looking at sellers with like 50 to like 500 reviews right here. But for example, we can see 28K rank, this sells well right here, right? 74K rank, this sells well right here, right? 89K rank, this sells well right here. Right? Even like some of these, 300K ranks and everything, if the Keepa chart looks good, this could still totally be good as well here, right? And there's those t-shirts we already found profitably right there, right? When we see a million rank, this price sells pretty slow, unfortunately, right here. And that's the cool thing is we can get a couple other listings up right here. For example, we can see unknown BSR right here, and it's only $5 to get 17, so that's probably not good here. But this basketball, sure, Amazon's on it here, but that does not automatically mean you want to avoid stuff if it doesn't have a sales rank, doesn't have a buy box, or if Amazon's on it. So we can open up that right here, right? We can take a look at this football right here as well, right? We can see this game ball prep kit here. Let's take a look at that, right? We can see, yeah, okay, $30, that definitely doesn't work, right? And all we need to do to look those up, guys, is just go ahead and hit that Google button right there so we can see where this is actually carried, right? So for example, a lot of this Amazon on stuff, I'm gonna not look at for this example here, because as a beginner, you want to be looking for just, stuff that other third-party sellers are clearly making money. This guy's competing with Amazon on a ton of stuff. Rare, so we're going to pass on that here, right? But right off the bat here, we want to head down to the variations right here and see if we can find a listing that sells quick here. So we can see very, very blocky right there on the offer count, so not much movement in the competition. Right there, we want stuff that's nicely moving right here. So for example, this one right here, so we can see offer count went from 8 in July down to like 4 right here. And then this one, it went from like 15 down to like 4 right there. So this is obviously going up in price here as a result of that, right? So at 55, right, we'll check what our max cost is on SellerAmp right here. It's like $26, right? And we can actually raise this buy box price a little bit here too, right? So we can see our max cost here is 30, right? So we can take a look at right there, see if this is carried anywhere. Unfortunately, not always you're gonna find the right items here. Let's see, this looks like a good deal here though, at 15, right? You'll find stuff all the time just Googling that looks like a good deal that might not be the exact same thing. So let's go ahead and look this up here. This is like a navy vibe here. Let's see, Under Armour, navy right here. Let's see. Ooh, okay, here we go, Rival Fleece. This is Team Knockout here, okay. Let's see, you always gotta make sure it's the exact same thing here. Let's see, yeah. This definitely looks like a good listing that has like 15,000 views. Like we can take a look at that right here for sure, right? Because the cool thing is all these Amazon listings are selling quick, right? It's all you have to do is, take a look at enough of them to find stuff profitably. So for example, Amazon's hogging buy box on this. We actually do see some movement there though. Let's take a look at the variations here, right? They want to see nice movement here. Let's see. So all these are very, very blocky here, right? Let's see. Let's give me some good movement here. Okay. Yeah, so not looking like much here. 55 here, right? It's a 4XL though, so I doubt this is going to be good. We'll probably have to take a look at some other stuff here. Obviously not every item's going to be profitable here. Ooh, okay. Wow, okay, Royal White here. Okay. UA Rival, let's see here. Yeah, okay, cool, sweet. So this actually should work here. Let's see, so this is 4XL, 21.9 through right here, 8% cash back definitely doesn't hurt as well right here. So if we go ahead and plug in 21.93, we can see 15 bucks profit, 71% ROI, not bad whatsoever. And a pro tip to add profit margins as well, guys, is going to be using what's called discounted gift cards on Cardbear and Top Cashback. So if we plug in on Cardbear right here, we can see Macy's gift cards. You know, if we can buy a $100 gift card for 91 and we make our card around 100, right, or Top Cashback can get the exact amount, we can get an additional discount right here. So for example, say we take off 9% from this, right? Multiply this by 0.91 to take off that 9%. You can do math, subtraction, addition within SellerAmp here, right? So we plug that in. Now we just juice this ROI a little bit more here, and we can see Amazon's on this, right? But let's make sure that Amazon's actually sharing right here, and then we can see even at 14, we're still totally chilling here, and we can see some offer count movement here, which means this listing actually sells, right? So that is an example of a very high ROI profitable product right there, right? And you can see how the offer count's starting to get better here, and that this is actually relatively blocky, but there is good offer count movement. And I'm a little bit more forgiving when the ROI is really high right there as well. So we can take a look at a couple more of these too. We can see, yeah, 41 here on on Under Armour, so buying for 41 here. That is definitely not good right there. We would lose $13 profit per sale. We need a ridiculously big coupon to make that work here, right? We can see this is like 34 here. Take a look at these guys as well. Ooh, okay, so let's see. So we're here at 19.97 right here. Let's see if those make sense as well, right? Very rare to find procs this quick, but obviously I have a lot of experience here. Yeah, so 40 bucks right here, right? So we can see just these black sweats right here. Let's see if they got a 2XL in stock for us right here. Okay, let's see. Ooh, okay, yeah, so we can see, right? They only got a small here and a 3XL. So let's see, no 3XL. Great outsize, I wouldn't really worry about. We'll take a look at a small right here and see not quite good right there. So we can see, right, plugging in a 19.97. Maybe if there was like a 20% coupon, I'm not sure there is. On that website here, this would be pretty close to being good or good. However, we can see Keepa chart looking nice and stable, competition going down, which is great, but the price hasn't really trickled up at all right there. So what I would do in this case is I would go here and scroll down and actually one-click export this to an almost good spreadsheet in SellerAmp that's actually gonna save this in a spreadsheet so I can take a look at this in the future. And another really good pro tip, guys, is gonna be going here and hitting track product. And you can actually just set what's called these Keepa tracking alerts here. So now I'll get an email when this goes up to 40, and when it's at 40, we're making $6 a pop right there, and then we can run the FBM numbers in SellerAmp here and do even better. Because this is an item that's above 20 bucks, but well below in pound, which makes it a little bit better here. That's actually an example of another item that's pretty close to being good. Not as good as that hoodie, which was totally good, 80% ROI. Or whatever it was. This is the example of an item that's close to being good, and the cool thing is, as you guys are getting started using SellerAmp and Keepa, you can use the two winning procs. We took a look at the t-shirts and the hoodies, and some of these other ones that are close to get going from there and find more winning procs, guys. So now, let's take a look at how to send an Amazon FBA shipment. All right, guys, so I know shipping procs to Amazon FBA can be incredibly tedious and confusing if you're a beginner, and that's why we created Boxem, which is our brand new Amazon FBA shipment software that you can actually try out completely free on our website, boxem.com. So I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like to list products and actually ship procs off to Amazon FBA. So we're here in the create shipment part of Boxem. We're gonna show you guys what it actually looks like to create a shipment. So we'll call it 15 video minute tests, for example. Right there, fulfillment type, FBA. You can actually change your ship from address as you want to. Right here, you'll see as we go through Boxem, it's so much easier than Amazon Seller Central. Luckily, a lot of you guys as beginners can just use Boxem from the get-go, and you can try it free, so it's way easier than Seller Central, and it's also way cheaper than other listing softwares right there and has more features. So we'll do packet type, we'll do case factor right here, labeling preference, seller labels, and then box content. 2D barcodes is really important. They're special 4x6 barcodes. You can actually get these free from UPS on the UPS website as well that make it easier for Amazon employees to process your inventory. And I like to print FBA labels as you prep and box them right here as well. Like doing custom SKUs to track products easier, and then auto list 20% above the buy box. It's another thing. If you're a beginner, just auto list 20% above the buy box, and once inventory checks in, match the buy box here. So now we'll go ahead and add in an ASIN number right here and hit new SKU. And then let's say 20 units, quantity per case 20. Buy cost, you add in your purchase cost, obviously, once you actually get the product in. Supplier, you can go ahead and hit Kohl's. You obviously want to keep that organized. Date purchased, you want to put in the date you purchased it right here. And now we'll keep moving through the shipment process. And you see that custom SKU Looks good right there. We'll go ahead and hit continue right here as well. And now we'll go ahead and hit confirm shipment right here. And then we want to go ahead and we can print those F and SKU labels right here, which are what goes on the barcode or over the poly bag on the specific item right there. Nice and easy. You can get those on Amazon. And then we'll go ahead and hit bulk assign. Let's say you do 5 units, 4 units per box, 20 units total here. We'll go ahead and add the box dimensions right here, box weight. And now instead of doing a bunch of drag and drop in, it's nice and easy with Boxum. Then we can go ahead and open up the 2D barcodes right here. So these are those 4x6 labels. The big label here is the 2D barcode. It makes it easier for Amazon employees to process your inventory. They'll go ahead and continue right here and keep moving through the shipment process right there as well. So you guys can see this stuff's not that intimidating. Just SellerAmp, Keepa, Boxum, understanding sales rank, what a Keepa chart looks like, what a blocky Keepa chart looks like as well. Then we just got to hit accept shipping charges right here, and we'll go ahead and print that shipping label right there as well right here. So we might be a little bit over 15 minutes right here, but we can go ahead and see. Boom. Then we got that shipping label right there. Slap that on the box along with that 2D barcode. You can reprint them as you see fit. Put the F and SKU labels on the products right there, and not that intimidating, guys. You just got to get in the game and get started. So you guys now know the exact blueprint to 10K a month, getting started selling Amazon, avoiding wholesale and private label, product analysis, product research, creating your seller account, getting ungated. Make sure to take a look at the free auto ungate list down below. If you want personalized one-on-one help getting started or scaling up your Amazon business this Q4, I'm gonna leave a link down below in the description for my coaching program application if you wanna work directly with me, you wanna be around other Amazon sellers crushing the game, you wanna be plugged in on all my favorite coupons, tips, tricks, and opportunities, and you want unparalleled one-on-one access to me, go ahead and check the link in the description and apply for my coaching program. You see some of the other people we've helped right there. And if you have any questions, make sure to let me know down below in the comments, leave my free course right up here, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.